How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. I hope everybody's doing well, and also I appreciate everybody that takes time to watch my videos. I want to talk today about gun buybacks. And we all know how much the Democrats love a good old-fashioned gun buyback, and also how much the liberal news media loves to report on these useless gun buybacks, and how many hundreds or how many thousands of firearms have been turned in. But we know the truth about gun buybacks. It's a lot of money spent that does absolutely nothing to stop crime. And now the great state of Texas has proposed a bill and has already passed in the House that if passed, taxpayer dollars cannot be used on these ridiculous gun buybacks. Now this bill passed in the Texas State House on May 13th, and it prohibits counties and cities from wasting taxpayer dollars on funding and operating gun buyback programs. The bill is HB 3053, and it passed the House by a vote of 85 to 56. And of course this all happened after a big debate between Democrats and Republicans. And the Republican state senator that authored this bill, his name is Wesley Virdell, and he said in his statement that buybacks cause counties and municipalities to spend a shocking amount of taxpayer funds for no tangible benefit or return for the public. He also said this is a confiscation dressed up in buyback clothing, has proven to have in no way reduced violent crime. The Texas state senator also said, based on the studies and some of the people who actually participated in these gun buybacks, huge cost of money from taxpayers, and it doesn't actually have any statistical evidence that it reduces crime or suicides. And in some cases, crime actually increased in these areas afterwards. And of course the Democrats are dead set against this bill. And that one of the Democrats said that he didn't like the bill because it blocks local governments from taking actions that they feel is necessary to protect their city. But all that these gun buybacks do is give a false hope to the people that believe the bullshit that these so-called lawmakers are spewing out. But all they do is waste taxpayer dollars. The police chief of San Antonio, Chief McManus, said he is not keen on gun buybacks. He's done a number of buyback programs in other cities, and they didn't work. And he also said the number of guns recovered in no way reduced violent crime. And also the deputy chief of the San Antonio Police Department, Jesse Salome, said weapons surrendered in gun buyback programs that were not the typical kind of guns that were used in street crimes. And it also said none of the weapons surrendered at the event were ever used in a crime. And here's what a Democrat Texas state representative had to say. His name is Trey Martinez Fisher. He acknowledged that the chief recognized that the buybacks as programs that don't make any sense that cut crime. But here's the real reason, he says, why they want to do the gun buybacks. Just to take the guns out of circulation. And most of the time, but not all the time, they're older firearms that are damaged, that are broken. So Martinez Fisher said the quiet part out loud, that they really aren't doing these gun backs to cut back on crime like they portray it in the news media. It's just to get the firearms out of circulation. And Texas State Senator Virdell, that proposed this bill, also said when Baltimore, Maryland did its first gun buyback years and years ago, when you adjust the dollar amount to inflation now, they spent an equivalent of today's money of $4.3 million, and that homicides and firearm-related assaults rose by 50% after the gun buyback. And also let's talk about when Houston did its first gun buyback. They spent $1.1 million of taxpayer money in 2022. And get this, the bill HB 3053 cleared its second reading with even a higher vote. This time it was 90 to 49. And one side note about the Texas state senator that proposed this bill, he previously served as Texas State Director of Gun Owners of America. I definitely hope that this passes in Texas, and then that will get the ball rolling in other gun-friendly states, like Florida and others. It's ridiculous to use millions of dollars of taxpayers' money to use for these gun buybacks that do absolutely nothing to stop violent crime and gives a false hope to people who believe in it. So I'd really like to hear your thoughts about this new proposed Texas law that won't let them use taxpayer dollars to purchase firearms for gun buybacks. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, I appreciate everybody that supports my channel. After every video, you guys are always crushing it, not only by watching the videos, but also liking, sharing, and subscribing, and hitting those post notifications. I really do appreciate it. And I invite all of you to come back and watch my next video.